Freaking Freeform Friday! Davey Demon Drummaster, David W Seymour, Sir Krampus Von Demon. Yes, the southern chapter of the Krampus. To talk with old Saint Klaus, Santa Claus, and I was like, I've got you covered. There's, all the bad kids that didn't do their practicing, that didn't do their homework or didn't do their chores. Oh, there's Santa and the Krampuses have worked out a great new year for all the bad ones. But for all the good ones, it's going to be a great year, especially if you're drumming or singing or rocking. And I'll tell you what, some of the greatest kids, Santa Claus and Krampuses, have recognized. We've got some really great musicians that decided not only that they're going to continue being musicians, but to put their egos aside and sing Christmas carols. It's astounding the talent that exists in the video and radio realm. Our colleagues, compadres, and friends and fams, all of y'all. So much talent out there that for us not to recognize the real good ones. We've always got to know Santa's always looking, and the Krampuses always know the worst ones. But we do recognize the best ones too. We really do. As Krampuses and Santa Clauses, we have to recognize that there is some real talent. And for all those that go out there and either do Christmas caroling or choir or, playing chamber music or live music, that is, for the seasons, you rock. You are actually serving your purpose in life. For those that ever told you otherwise, well, shame on them, because it is the holidays and it's a time for sound, light, and music. So for those that prefer none of that, shame on you. But for those that do enjoy real music and real radio and real video and real music and real human error and human perfection, well, 24 has it all in store for you, doesn't it? It really does. And I wish everyone the best New Year. And I really hope all the war ends and Israel's repaired and everyone can return to traveling and have a good time. We're not going to be threatened by all the terrorists out there, and we're going to continue to have a great New Year in our state and in our country and in our world. We sure will. We shall. Let's get into some practicing. Okay. I sent to all y'all a letter a couple of weeks ago. 1,000 of y'all got the letter. Several of y'all responded, and my response is thank you. Hope y'all have a great Christmas, and thanks for joining our band page. Awesome. for the real good folks that are actually musicians that have put their egos aside and decided to do Christmas carols or put music together. And it's really cool. A lot of us have recognized that, and we appreciate it. Some of us years ago that were inundated in retail hell really got burned out on hearing Christmas carols. And it's true. Most people do. And it's all right. We understand. But for some of those, as you get older, you listen to some of the better ones like Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, some of these folks, you know, they're real good crooners that started this stuff in the beginning. Some of the first singers and broadcasters of the world that not only could go from being the ritzy, classy rockers or hipsters, well, you know what I'm talking about, like the Rat Pack type people, but then they also can go through the holidays and dedicate their voices and their broadcast to music. A lot of times that's really something we forget, that as Americans, that's a true blessing and a gift, that some of our forefathers and families had the innate ability of voice and music. So when we lose sight of that, we lose sight of what music and sound and broadcast and production is all about. And that is not only adapting to the time of years and the seasons and what's going on socially, whether it's wartime or non-wartime, but to recognize how much those folks have inspired us and remind us how fun it can be. It actually is not always a competition, and it doesn't have to be who's better than who, but knowing that some folks have decided this is kind of fun now that we've gotten better at playing and we're not necessarily in retail all the time. Well, why not? Let's you know, get together and try to make people happy. And I appreciate y'all that do that. And myself, we've tried to touch those areas a bit. And for musicians that really take time to do that, y'all are doing a good job. And it's going to be cool when y'all can go listen to yourselves on those radio stations or on those cable stations after your songs are put out. And people are like, man, that was a cool song they put out back in 23. And here it goes again. We're in, what, 31 or something like that. Can you imagine when we're thinking that far in advance? Or 2031. We're in 2031 now, listening to a song these folks put together in 2023. That's interesting to me. So more power to everyone out there. Enjoy your holiday season. Be safe. And for all y'all they got your Santa trackers out. Keep it charged. Don't let it die. That way y'all can keep track of it and make sure your packages arrive and you don't have any trolls trying to junk Santa Claus. All of us Krampuses will take care of all the bad kids and bad parents. Bad parents as well. All you bad parents, you're not getting away with it either. We know. We keep track of you. All of us elves and Krampuses know exactly. We're keeping not a list, not a mental note, but true knowledge. True knowledge. It's hilarious. So we're really saying have a good holiday. This might be my last broadcast for a couple of days. My wife and kid are going to be off. I got the wife and kids some new gear coming in. They probably won't like it because I'm going to be like, now I need you to play that. Now you got to go take a lesson with Miss Lisa over at Piano Note. Both of you now. And a voice lesson. No, you are good students. Y'all have to take voice lessons and piano lessons now. God bless. You son of a bitch, did you really do this? Hey. Hey. The new record's going to be better than Disco Sucks, Rock Survives, dadgummit. If this Krampus Klaus has anything to say with it, it shall. It's going to be somewhere like a Bing Crosby meets a Davey Demons. Way up there high on the charts. It'll remain high in the clouds. Well, when we lift the bass that's been dropped so low, and we raise it to the clouds, oh, it's going to be very fun, my friends.